So you say your car doesn't have that ultimate shine and slickness that you desire? Get yourself some armor shield. Get that slickness back on your car. Yeah.
If applied right, this stuff gives you protection up to 2 years. Use my affiliate code in the description. Get yourself some armor shield. Now, I'm sure all you are curious how much I have into the Z, and I'm going to start off with telling you way more than I anticipated. So I don't know if I ever went over how much I was expecting to spend, but I was thinking 8 to 9 grand. That was not even looking up the prices of stuff to see what it was going to be. And I was so wrong. So wrong. So anyways, I have a board of prices right there. And I'm going to go over what it takes to rebuild a car like this. As you know, this car was beat. This is the worst shaped car I've gotten from Copart. Well, minus that Cobalt, but like savable car. And it was bad. It pretty much needed every panel the whole way around. The only ones that were really savable, I probably should have painted, was the side skirts and the rear bumper. I left them the way they were, trying to save a buck. You gotta cut corners somewhere. So they were in okay shape, so I left them the way they were. The roof and the hood were okay. The roof is original. The hood was definitely repainted at one time. As the fender that came off of it, there was bodywork in it, so it was wrecked before. If you remember when I picked it up, there was putty and paint, and you can see all the sand marks and stuff. You can still see some of the putty in it right there. So, and it's cracked, as you can see right across here. So this was bodywork, this fender. I kept them because need be, I need it. It might be savable. The other fender, although looked like it was in better shape, this support rail on here was just bent to hell, and it's just throwing the alignment off. As you can see, this is what it's supposed to look like. I hammered that one about as good as I could get it, and it's still just all mangled up, and it was throwing the alignment off. That tab's tore down there. It was going to be a lot. So after one of my Patreon subscribers bought me a fender, kind of lit a fire under my butt, and I bought another new fender. The purchase price of the Z, my winning bid was $36.50 at the auction. After fees, it was $44.48, so $4,448. And you might think, that's pretty dang cheap for a 370Z with only 60,000 miles on it. I also thought that. So the first items I bought, I wanted to make sure that this was going to be mechanically sound, so I started buying the items in the front that were broken. So first purchase was the core support, the radiator and the condenser, and the aluminum subframe extension that goes underneath. The core support was $251. The radiator and core support together were $235. I'm rounding these amounts, so it might not come out identical at the end, but I'm not putting this cent amount on the end. The aluminum subframe extension was $185. And then we also needed sway bar links and a drive belt in the front. So the sway bar links and the belt came out to $56. So after getting all that together and starting the car up and hearing it run and work good for the first time, the air conditioning worked, everything mechanically was good, I decided it was time to devote my money into all the broken things and save this heap. So the wheels and tires, it only came with 2 original wheels, one front and one back. They're offset different. And I had one Enkei wheel on the front and the spare tire on the one side and the back. So I found a set of wheels with good tires on them for $900. The tires were in really good shape. The wheels, not so much. So I decided we're going to powder coat those, but this is not included in the cost. Also, when I set it down, I found out we needed a wheel bearing. So I needed a wheel bearing and lug nuts because there was a lot missing, or there was locking lug nuts on them. So for the wheel bearing and the locking lug nuts was $106. The shifter itself has a parking switch built onto it, and it's plastic. Oh, I guess during the wreck it broke and it didn't detect that it was in park. So I ended up getting a used shifter for $95. I forgot to include coolant and radiator fans. The coolant was $50. Radiator fans was $81. This happened later on, but the windshield had a crack in it. I knew it needed replaced. A buddy of mine hooked me up, so it wasn't quite full price, but I paid $250 for the windshield. And you know, that's paying to have it put in and everything. The front bumper I found used on eBay for $371. And like I said, I had to replace one fender. I paid $297 for one fender. Almost $300 for a fender. What softened the blow on that was the other one being purchased, so I didn't include that in the cost. So you're going to have to fluctuate this. If you were going to build it yourself and you had to pay for everything, then yes, this would be more. The doors I found used in Virginia. I drove the whole way to Virginia. For $550, I got used doors. They were from an earlier model. Had to switch the wiring harness over because it didn't have the crash sensors in it. The earlier models didn't have them. So that was fun. Airbags, the seat bag and the roof bag, I got a deal on. I got them for $150 together. And I stitched the seat back together myself, and it turned out wonderful, if I do say so. So that was a free repair on the seat. The washer tank, although being last, I had it listed on here earlier, was $140 for that, but it came with the motor, the sensor, and everything, and it even had the wiring harness, so it was plug and play. The stereo that I put in it, I got for free from PLZ. It's a decent radio, does not have Apple CarPlay, but it's still nice and it still jams. I decided I wanted rear speakers in it, so I just went to Walmart, found the lowest profile speakers I could buy because there's not a lot of room in that side panel. I used a Dremel and cut holes in those panels and mounted the speakers in. Does it look professional? No, it does not. Is it effective? Yes, it is. So I paid $36 for those speakers. The daytime running lights, I got one used one, and they are so expensive, but I found one used one for $159. If you are buying them from Nissan, you're going to pay $400 a piece. The rear quarter panel, although I tried to save this quarter panel the hardest I could, after I fell backwards and hurt myself, I decided, why am I going through this? That door jamb was just jacked. It was never going to look right. I found a quarter cut of the car in Long Island. I had to drive the whole way to Long Island. I made that trip quick. And I took the Kia that we no longer own, and I paid $300 for this quarter panel. But that saved the side of the car. It was a lot easier to do the body work on the one I got, and it turned out wonderful. The inner fenders, the front inner fenders, they're two-piece. I needed the front half. That was $80 for those. I got a whole bunch of plastic covers that were missing. The battery cover, the fuse cover, and the spare tire covers I got for $110. The little side glass, I tried my hardest to get that out without breaking it. You know what I did? I broke it. Ha 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 ha. So $75 for a used one. It was in decent shape. I saved that. We glued it on. It looks wonderful. The driver's mirror was missing the white cap. Can you buy just a white cap? No. Nobody sells just the cap. You can get carbon fiber layover ones, but that's not the cap. They stick on the original cap, so it was not worth buying the carbon fiber ones to put on because there was nothing for it to stick to. So I had to buy a whole nother mirror for $100. The rear mat in the spare tire area was $100. Well, yeah, no, it was not $100. It was $80, and I got two of them. There's the cover that goes underneath, and then the cover goes on top. But they're not hard, and I bought a piece to go back there, but you have to remove the spare tire for this piece of foam to go in. I thought it was smaller. I thought it fit inside the rim. It doesn't work that way. So I still am trying to find a piece that fits in that spare tire the right way. But for right now, I got this block in there that's kind of like a spacer, and it works okay, but if you push on one spot, the mat sinks, and it sucks. I also had to get the crash module reset. Anytime you have an airbag below, it sends an impact code to the crash module, and you either have to buy a new module or you have to have it reset. It's a lot cheaper to have it reset. I got on eBay, found a module reset, and Safety Restore sells them on there. I found it's cheaper to go through eBay to send those in than it is to go actually to them. Their costs are cheaper on eBay. So it was $40 to have my module reset. You send it in, they send it back. It's good to go after that. With all that being said, I know there was some parts that I just misplaced somewhere. In fact, there's some stuff right on my head that I know I missed. So I added an extra 500 in parts that I don't have listed on this chart, just to be safe. It was probably more than 500. So I added an extra 500 on this. And then the alignment and state inspection cost me $105. And then to have the reconstruction, pay the tax and fees and license and transfer of plate and all of that stuff, that was another $900, because you have to pay tax on everything that you did, and that's just how it is here in Pennsylvania. So $900 to get this car road legal. And last but not least, our paint job. That paint's expensive. It's very expensive. So this was the most I've paid for a paint job. Turned out really good. It's pearl white. It's a tri-coat, so that means more has to go on. Plus he put a sealer on, so that's even more that goes on. So it ended up being $1,800 for the paint. And that's not even much labor. That was mainly just the paint. Which brings us to our total, which is right here under these pens. Oh boy, does this hurt. Oh, that hurt. Oh, $12,357. Oh, but that's taxes included, all fees, everything out the door. That's what I have in the Z. Give or take probably a few $100s. I'm very close on that. So, when I was figuring, $8,000 or $9,000, I just figure another $3,000 on top of that. But in the end, are you gonna buy a Z like this for $12,000? No, you cannot get one of these that cheap. So I am happy with how much I had in this. Honestly, when TJ Hunt bought that reconstructed white one, that Nismo, and he paid, I think he paid pretty close to that, like 13 or 14 or something like that. I was thinking in my head, I'm like, wow, you way overpaid for that. But you know what? He did not, because stuff is not cheap for that thing. And now I got all kinds of extra stuff laying around, like a quarter of a car. I am happy with it, and driving it makes me happy, and just knowing that I put all the work into that, and I drove it to work yesterday. Wonderful. It handles good. It rides nice. Everything works good. We are going to be doing some more stuff to the car. Nothing serious as of right now, but I have wheel spacers. I don't know that I want to run them. I tried one on the back, and it's pretty aggressive. In fact, they stuck out past the side of the car. So I don't know if I'm going to run those or not, but I also was looking into Plasti Dip and stuff like that. And go figure, Dip Your Car commented on my video, on the Subaru video, and I was like, hey, hook me up. And they gave me Fonzie's email. And I'll get more into that in another video here. So this is not like my typical videos, but if you like this video, I just wanted to give you guys a little information on what it takes to go into this. And that cost does not include the hours that I put into that thing, all the work that I put into that thing. If you were paying somebody to do that job, you might as well figure several thousand more dollars just to pay a company to do everything that I did on that car. So if you like this video, smash that like button, consider subscribing, hit that dislike button if your mom has a reconstructed title. And we'll see you on the next episode.
Unwrapped.
Mommy's yelling at Daddy.
Yeah, you protect me.
Because Daddy doesn't communicate.
Protect me. Oh, thank you.
Viewers believe me, not you.
This is my channel. They have to believe me. I know. That's what I told her. They both share this shelf now. She loves it. He loves it. So even when the sun's not shining, we're just chilling here, huh? Look at you through here. Hi, Stella. Oh, you coming out? You want to say bye-bye?